Julia Roberts and George Clooney's chemistry has always been undeniable. From the first time they shared the screen in Ocean's 11, fans noticed that their connection went far beyond typical co-star rapport. Their easy banter, their laughter, their glances, everything about them screamed something deeper. For years, both stars maintained that they were simply best friends, insisting that their relationship was purely platonic. But behind the cameras, insiders say there was always a spark neither could fully ignore. George once admitted that Julia was one of the most important people in his life, calling her family. Julia, on her part, often described George as her rock during difficult times. But now, it seems that what was once brushed off as friendly affection may have had deeper emotional roots. It all began when Julia sat down for a recent private interview about her upcoming projects. During the conversation, the topic of George naturally came up. Julia's tone reportedly changed. Her voice softened, and her words took a surprisingly heartfelt turn. She admitted that George had been her constant source of strength, someone who made her feel seen and supported in ways no one else ever had. At one point, she allegedly said, "George has always had a special place in my heart. We have this connection that's hard to explain. He's the kind of person who comes into your life and changes it forever." Those words quickly set off alarms among fans and insiders alike. Was Julia finally confessing feelings she'd kept buried for years? People close to her revealed that she's always admired George deeply, not just for his charm, but for his kindness, humor, and the sense of calm he brings into every room. Of course, George Clooney is a happily married man, or at least he was believed to be until this confession made headlines. Amal Clooney, his brilliant wife and the mother of his twins, reportedly did not take Julia's statements lightly. Sources close to the couple say Amal was deeply hurt by Julia's remarks, feeling blindsided and betrayed. One insider claimed, "Amal always respected George and Julia's friendship, but hearing Julia talk about him in such an emotional, almost romantic way broke her heart. She didn't expect that kind of confession, especially from someone so close to their family." Reports suggest that Amal confronted George after hearing Julia's interview. The discussion, according to insiders, turned into a tense emotional exchange that left Amal in tears. She supposedly asked George point-blank if he'd ever had feelings for Julia, and though he denied any romantic involvement, his hesitation reportedly made Amal even more suspicious. Interestingly, George Clooney has remained silent on the matter, which only fuels the speculation. While he's known for his humor and easygoing nature, those close to him say he's been unusually quiet since the story broke. Some say he's trying to protect Amal and their marriage, while others believe he's struggling to find the right words to handle the situation without hurting either woman. George and Julia's relationship has always been built on deep trust and understanding. They've starred in several films together, from Ocean's 12 to Ticket to Paradise, and have consistently praised each other in interviews. But could this emotional bond have evolved into something more than friendship? Something that both of them have suppressed for years? What makes this situation even more complicated is the history the two share. Julia and George have been through the ups and downs of Hollywood fame together. They've leaned on each other through personal struggles, career highs, and public scrutiny. Julia was one of the first to support George when he married Amal, even attending the wedding and calling Amal perfect for him. In the days following the backlash, Julia reportedly felt torn. A source close to her revealed that she never intended for her comments to cause such pain. Julia has always been open-hearted, the source explained. She speaks from emotion, but she didn't mean to hurt Amal or stir up drama. She just wanted to express how much George means to her as a person and a friend. Still, the damage may have been done. Whether her confession was a moment of truth or simply a heartfelt slip of the tongue, it's changed how people view her relationship with George forever. At the end of the day, the story of Julia Roberts and George Clooney is a reminder that even in Hollywood, emotions can be messy, complex, and deeply human. Julia's confession might have come from a place of honesty, but it's left ripples that neither she nor the Clooneys can easily escape. Amal Clooney, the embodiment of grace and strength, now faces the challenge of trusting again, while Julia must navigate the public's mixed perception of her motives. As for George, He stands at the center of a storm that could redefine his closest relationships. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more updates on Hollywood's biggest stars and the emotional stories behind their glamorous lives.